I was skeptical about this one at first. I mean, I've seen gaming laptops before, big, flashy, and expensive, but this Dell Alienware 16 Aurora looked almost too good to be true. I kept thinking, how can one machine handle both high-end gaming and professional work without breaking a sweat? Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. After putting it through its paces for a few weeks, though, I have to say, my skepticism was completely misplaced. This thing is a beast in the best way possible. Whether you're diving into the latest AAA titles, editing 4K video, or even handling a full day of remote meetings, the Alienware 16 Aurora handles it all with ease. And the best part? It doesn't sound like a jet engine taking off when you push it, which is a huge win in my book. Let's start with the display. The 16-inch WQXGA screen is absolutely gorgeous. The colors are rich and vibrant, and the resolution is sharp enough that I could see every detail in my game without straining my eyes. I've played everything from Cyberpunk 2077 to Starfield on it, and the clarity is just next level. Plus, the high refresh rate makes everything feel smoother, which is a game changer for fast-paced shooters. If you're someone who spends hours in front of a screen, this display alone is worth the investment. Now, let's talk performance. The specs here are no joke. The Intel Core 7-240H processor and 16GB of RAM mean this laptop can multitask like a dream. I had Chrome running with 20 tabs, a video editing program open, and a few Discord calls going at the same time, and it barely broke a sweat. The NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5050 GPU is no slouch either. I was able to run Alan Wake 2 on high settings at 1080p with DLSS enabled, and it still ran at a solid 60 FPS. For creators, that kind of power means rendering videos or working with 3D models is a breeze. I even tried some light 3D modeling in Blender, and the laptop handled it without any lag. Cooling is always a concern with gaming laptops, but Alienware's Cryo-Tech cooling system really delivers. I was worried the fans would be loud, but even under heavy load, the noise was manageable. The laptop stayed cool to the touch, which is a huge plus if you're gaming for hours or working in a small space. I also appreciate that the keyboard is backlit, which makes late-night gaming sessions or early morning work much easier on the eyes. Connectivity is another area where this laptop shines. It's got all the ports you could need, USB-A, USB-C, HDMI, and even a headphone jack, so you're not stuck hunting for adapters. The audio is also surprisingly good for a gaming laptop. The speakers deliver clear, balanced sound, and the subwoofer adds a nice punch for those in-game explosions. I've used it for a few Zoom calls, and the mic quality was solid enough that I didn't need to grab an external mic. One of the standout features for me was the inclusion of lifetime Microsoft Office. That's a huge value add, especially if you're a student or a professional who needs Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. I don't have to worry about renewing my subscription, which saves me a few bucks in the long run. The Windows 11 Pro setup is also smooth, with no bloatware to slow things down. Everything just works right out of the box. Now, I do have to mention a couple of things that might not be for everyone. First, this laptop is heavy. At over 6 pounds, it's not something you're going to toss in a backpack and carry around all day. It's definitely a desktop replacement, so if portability is a priority, this might not be the best fit. Second, while the battery life is decent for a gaming laptop, don't expect to get more than 3 to 4 hours of mixed use. If you're planning to game on the go, you'll need to keep it plugged in. Overall, though, the Dell Alienware 16 Aurora is a powerhouse that delivers where it counts. It's perfect for gamers who also need a workhorse for productivity, creators who need serious performance, and even professionals who want a reliable machine for meetings and multitasking. The display, performance, and cooling all work together to make this one of the most well-rounded gaming laptops I've tested. If you're in the market for a high-end laptop that can do it all, this is definitely worth considering. Check out the link below to see the latest pricing and availability on Amazon.